Let's talk Brian Griese. And Kyle, you can say for this if you want. But Brian Griese, you're a first-year quarterback coach. I respect it. It's not an easy job. And I'm not saying I could do it better than you, but we got to talk because you have the biggest project in the NFL right now. And you're the most important coach in the organization other than Kyle Shanahan. You got to get this right. A lot of people compare Trey Lance to Josh Allen. Well, Josh Allen, his quarterback coach was Ken Dorsey, who before he worked with Josh Allen had turned Cam Newton from a good college-style quarterback into an MVP. Ken Dorsey's really good, and he'd proven it. Now he's doing the same thing with Josh Allen. Brian, you don't have that background. You've never coached before. When we ask you what kind of coach you are, you say, I don't know. Well, this is the kind of coach you need to be. The coach who teaches Trey how to not miss high. If you can fix this one thing, you'll be a very successful quarterback coach. You'll make a lot of money. I don't know if you need money, but I think I have the fix for you. You can take credit for it and say you figured it out, even though you didn't. It was me. Trey has two issues right now. The tendency to miss high, which is going to limit the offense unless he fixes it, because you can't call the intermediate throws over the middle if he keeps missing high, and arm fatigue, which, I mean, I don't know about. I'm not in his body, but it's been reported, even from the 49ers, that it happens. I think there's one fix that can fix both of those things. Now, Brian, I don't know if you've analyzed Trey Lance's throwing motion in slow motion. You should be. Everyone in the staff should be. It's easy to. You can do it with an iPhone. I did it yesterday. I posted Trey Lance throwing in slow motion, and I spoke to some former quarterback coaches who have a lot of experience. I'm not going to say who they are. Guys who've done this a lot longer than you, Brian, no offense. And to them, it's like they saw it in 20 seconds. It's front leg. He extends it too early. I don't know if you've seen it. You may not have the background and experience to see it. These guys saw it. I'm passing it along to you. So I didn't see it. Someone told me with a lot of experience. Now you can go to Kyle and say you have the solution. Kyle, earmuffs. This isn't for you. So, okay, what's the deal? He seems to be extending his front leg a little too early. Now, if he extends his front leg too early, it doesn't mean he misses the throw every time. I'll take you through it. What happens is you're supposed to go a mechanically sound throw. Not everyone has to throw the same way, but a mechanically sound throw is bent knee to bent knee. You push off of a bent knee, you land on a bent knee, and you extend your knee after you release during the deceleration phase of your arm when you're slowing it down. That's how you're supposed to throw it. That's how you're taught to throw it. That's how Tom Brady throws it. It's not how Trey Lance throws it all the time. Sometimes he does, which shows you that he's getting the right. Maybe you're doing it, Brian. You're giving him the right instruction. He does it right sometimes. Sometimes he locks his leg a little too early. And that looks like the leg is extended and the ball is just behind his ear. If you watch Tom Brady, when the ball's above his head, his leg is still bent. That allows him to get on top of the ball. Trey, his arm is dragging. So when he throws from this position, what does he have to do? He has to speed up his arm. He has to accelerate his arm because it's a little bit behind, like a millisecond behind. His upper body is trailing his lower body. His lower body process is happening too fast. So he has to accelerate his arm. If he accelerates it fast enough and overcorrects, he can hit the throw accurately. But that requires a lot of torque that Tom Brady isn't doing. Extra torque. And then as soon as you release the ball, now you got to slow your arm down. And I don't think football fans understand. Maybe, Brian, maybe you don't understand this. Baseball people understand this. The deceleration phase of throwing is the most violent, and that's where injuries happen. That's where most pitcher injuries happen. Not releasing the ball, slowing your arm down. That's where you can really hurt your ligaments, your elbow, all kind of things. And if he's giving extra torque, extra acceleration to make up for an arm that's dragging because his front leg is extended too quickly, then the deceleration phase is going to be even more violent. And you know what's going to happen? Arm fatigue. At first. Down the line, it could lead to an injury. So you got to fix this right now. So what I'm telling you is, Brian, and you know this, you were coached. Your dad is one of the most famous quarterbacks of all time. I bet he went bent knee to bent knee. I bet you threw bent knee to bent knee. If you can get Trey to do that, he'll be more on top of his throws. His spiral will be better. He won't miss high, and he won't have arm fatigue. You'll fix three things with one fix. The spiral, the high misses, and the arm fatigue. All can be fixed by having a bent front knee at the release point. He'll get on top of the ball. He won't have to muscle it. He won't have to muscle his arm through the at the end of the motion because it's dragging. His deceleration phase will be less violent. All will be fixed. Brian, this is it. This is the key to the franchise. If you can't fix this, Trey's never going to be Josh Allen. And you know what's interesting? Alex Smith had the same issue. I remember this 10 years ago. I think it was Ron Jaworski pointed out that he locked his leg too soon. Compromises accuracy. It compromises a lot of stuff. Trey doesn't do it every time. He can do it correctly. And even when he does it incorrectly, he's so gifted that he can whip his arm through and still throw an accurate pass sometimes. Other times he misses high. And it all leads to arm fatigue. It's too much. If you just do it correctly, his arm would be easy, free and easy. Anyway, Brian, try it. Because I don't know what you're trying. Doesn't seem to be working. You knew Trey was a project. You knew he's going to need certain help in certain basics. This is it right here. You're welcome. You owe me a nickel.